to the first episode of the new series I'm really happy to introduce. In this video, what we'll be doing is we'll be starting a series of Lumber Tycoon contraptions. What that means is that I'll be making Lumber Tycoon contraptions, everything from doors to cutters to anything that you could possibly want. If you have any ideas, put them in the description below and I might get on working on that. But yeah, I'll be making them off camera and then showing them to you guys and then giving you guys a tutorial so that you can make them yourself. So what is happening in this video, you might ask? You probably know from the thumbnail, but if you don't know, what we'll be doing is we'll be making an automatic door created with pressure plates. What is special about this door though isn't the pressure plates, that is that you can use levers, and usually if two levers are on, you know, the door isn't gonna work, because if you turn one up, you know, it's still on, and then you know, have to turn both up. The reason I'm doing this and I've made, you know, doors support levers is so that we can have a door that stays on for as long as you want. No stupid button that just turns it on for a bit and then closes again. We want levers. We want this thing to be on as long as we want and then to close when we want to. We'll be using as many inputs as you possibly want as well. I'll show you guys all about that later, meaning that you can have as many levers as humanly possible, which is really, really interesting. So guys, before we start, I think it would be very appropriate to get a little showcase on how this works. So essentially you have two sides with levers on it. In this case, you can have more levers if you want. I'll get to that in the last part of the video. We'll be doing the tutorial with only two to begin with. So we have two levers, one on each side. What happens if you touch the lever is that it obviously will open the door. What happens if you go to the other side, no matter what state the other lever is in, if you flick the one on the other side, it is also going to close. You all know if you tap a lever, what's going to happen is it's going to power on, right? And if something is already powered on, if you power on the other side, in theory, you know, it shouldn't activate. But that is what this system does. And we have the XOR gate to thank for that. Real quick, when it comes to the door size, in this video I'm using a 4 thick door. The door is entirely up to you. You can use as many pressure plates as you want in whatever places you might want. But yeah, the pressure plates take up, you know, one 4x4 unit square. So do keep that in mind when you're making your door. Try to leave enough space for it. But yeah, the door design is completely up to you as the creator. So now what you're probably thinking is, you know, okay, let's get to making this thing. And that's exactly what I'm thinking too. So the first thing that you want to do is that if you're going to make this with two levers, you want to put your two levers in the two places that you want. If you want to add more levers later, just add a couple extra ones in whatever places you want them and just leave them there, you know, so they're ready for use later. Now what you want to do is you want to put down an XOR gate. The XOR gate is found at Link's Logic. So you have to travel all the way over to Link's Logic to get this thing. It's a bit of a long trip, but that is the only item that you will need for this little contraption. So make sure to get a couple XOR gates, just so you have some for the future. They're really, really good. So, on one side of the XOR gate, you have two inputs. So that's where you want to put your lever inputs. So put the two levers where you want them and then connect a wire from the lever to the XOR input on the side where there's two of those holes sticking out. If the wire isn't long enough, just get a couple more, just connect it to the previous one, and you should be able to carry it all the way to the XOR gate. Also, make sure to put your XOR gate in a place where, you know, it blends in with the terrain around. It's not out of place, you know, it looks clean. You know, this is a door and it's probably for some sort of house or garage, so you gotta make it look clean, but I'm sure you guys can do that yourself. So now you want to look at the other output on the XOR gate. You want to bring that output to all the different pressure plates. So just bring it along to all the different pressure plates, connect the wire with the previous wire that you just put down, so you can try to create like a little arch of all connecting all the pressure plates. What I did in my case is that I try to make them look as best as possible, making this sort of arch around the around the gate, just so that it kind of looks like a border more so than an actual wire. I thought that looked quite nice. You can also hide this wire inside of walls if you have thick walls. It is entirely up to you, but that is how I do it, and I thought I would tell you. But yeah, that is essentially it. Now you should be able to open this thing from both sides, no matter what kind of state the lever is in. Very simple tutorial, but you know, I think I'm a believer in that things should be as simple as possible, and this is a good example of that. So yeah, that is the door complete. Now I'm gonna go show you guys how you can add more levers if you do want to do that. So of course you can add more levers. That is totally a thing you can do. What you do if you want to do that, you know how you have the two levers connected to the XOR gate where there's two inputs on one side. What you want to do is you want to put down another one, you know, fairly, you know, next to the one that you just put down, and then you can connect two more levers into the XOR gate, the second one that you put down. And what's gonna happen then is that with those two inputs, again, now you have two more. So what you want to do is you want to take those two, connect it to yet another XOR gate, and then look at the little input on the last XOR gate that you put down and connect that to the door. And that way you can have four levers. No matter which lever you flick, it's gonna change the state of the door. So it's really cool. Thought it was a really cool design. I wanted to share with you guys so you guys can have some epic doors or whatever it might be. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be a door. It could be a safe. It could be like a combination lock where you can put any lever. There's lots of stuff that we can do here, and I'm really looking forward to getting a lot of more videos out for you guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and yeah. Really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any more suggestions for tutorials, put those down below and I'll make sure to reply to them as I do. And I'll probably, you know, if they're good, you know, I'll try to work on it and try to make a little tutorial out of it. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. By the way, you should totally subscribe and like. If you click the like button, it turns, you know, a color. You should check what color it turns. I'm sorry, guys. But would be really appreciated if you enjoyed the video. And I have a Lumber Tycoon series as well, which you should check out. It's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. I do a lot of technical, you know, building on there. So, you know, I mean, you could just leave and build your wonderful door. But, you know, I'm going to probably make more of these in the future, and you don't want to miss out on that, right? So, anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed.